Hi, Deacon Ed from St. George Catholic Church, RCIA. Welcome back to our Deacon Corner. Today I thought I'd bring up something a little bit outside of things that we would normally talk about. But during our classes when we talk about creation and we talk about how all life came into being, we always talk about the theory of creation and versus the theory of evolution. And a lot of people think that being Christian or Catholic puts you in opposition with science. Well, nothing could be farther from the truth. So today we're going to give you an example of that. The Big Bang. You've seen that TV show, right?
Our whole universe was in a hot, dense state that nearly 14 billion years ago expansion started. Wait, the earth began to cool, the autotrophs began to drool, Neanderthals developed tools, we built a wall. We built the pyramids. Math, science, history, unraveling the mystery that all started with a Big Bang.
That has nothing to do with that TV show. The Big Bang is a theory that was proposed in 1927 by a guy named George Lemaitre. Now, George Lemaitre was a Belgian PhD, a Belgian physicist, who just happened to also be a Catholic priest. And he postulated that because they had seen, they were able to measure rudimentarily the fact that things were moving away from us at a constant speed, that must mean that there had to be a beginning. Well, just a little more than 10 years before that, Albert Einstein in 1915 had come up with a most elegant equation, E equals mc squared. It's called the theory of relativity. And while he came up with this thing to explain how all things are related and how they move and how science, gravity, light, all that stuff, there was a little anomaly that he could not account for. And so he had to build this anomaly into his equation. That anomaly was the Big Bang. So Father George Lemaitre, in many meetings with Albert Einstein, proposed that it all started from a single point. Albert Einstein rejected that initially. And then scientists, one after another, proposed different ways that would work with E equals mc squared. And in the end, there was only one possible explanation, and that was the Big Bang. Now, the Big Bang states in layman's terms that all physical existence came into being in a single instant from a point that was extremely dense and extremely hot. Think about last time you got shoved into a closet with 10 other people and somebody closed the door. It gets really hot in there really quick, right? Well, imagine if you took all matter from a particle of dust all the way to a black hole and put them together. Put them all together so that they formed a point no larger than a peach. And you would get the idea. 1 trillion degrees is what it would be. And you couldn't even measure how heavy that peach would be. But according to all of our scientists, this is exactly how everything that we know of came into being. It came into being as something that we can measure by science, but what we cannot measure is how did it get there? How did it start? Well, as Catholics, we use the words from John's Gospel that says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. So by the end of this conversation between George Lemaitre and Albert Einstein, they both became good friends, and Albert Einstein even enjoyed the concepts and talking about being Catholic. Science and faith. They can be friends. This is Deacon Ed, St. George Catholic Church. BeCatholic.life. If you like what you see, please continue to watch us online, or come and attend our classes here at St. George, Thursdays from 7 to 8. God bless.